Welcome to Aromatherapy today. My name is Mercedes Jebai, and in today's program we have Miguel Cisneros with us. Welcome to the program, Miguel.
Thank you. Thank you, Mercedes.
How did you get involved with aromatherapy?
With aromatherapy 13 years ago, I was reading that the Japanese was working with rosemary and peppermint, diffusing it into the workplace to increase productivity with great results. And I launched into reading a little more about it. So I began to read what was available 13 years ago, which incidentally was the arrival of aromatherapy into this country. So what was available is the way that it was practiced in England, and up to the massage level and the skincare level. In my life, I grew up with a father as a doctor and a mother as a nurse, and my mother always practiced the alternative, what I now realize is alternative medicine, with herbal preparation when I was sick, with eucalyptus when I had a cold, while my father was mostly mainstream. So it was very natural for me to come very close to aromatherapy, so I did. I began to use it within my system. In my life, mainstream pretty much saved my life in the early age with some of the illness I had. But I'm finding out now that essential oils is maintaining my health, and it has done for the past 13 years. I don't know what it is to get sick over 24 to 48 hours.
That is wonderful.
And what I did is actually I'm using essential oils that historically has been used for this. I mean, let's remember that this was the medicine that our grandfathers used to use. So I went from the way that aromatherapy was being written, which is up to the massage level and the skincare level, into what the medical history of essential oils and aromatherapy has been. And also what neuroscientists were saying about the olfactory system and how it works. And when you're able, and psychiatrists and psychologists, how different smells changes behavior. So just a few years ago, neuroscientists were able to state that to the olfactory system, we have the controls for the body for emotions, appetite, survival behavior, sex, and memory. So scientifically has been established that what we smell has an effect on sex, survival behavior, which is our chemistry of our body, sex, which we all know, memory, which I forget a lot sometimes. But this also has helped. And the main one, which is emotion, which has to do with the stress. And of course, research has shown that stress is the #1 killer.
That's true.
It has been known that when we're stressful, we create chemicals within our system that could infiltrate a cancer cell and bypass the immune system. So stress is one thing that is preached to us from the medical community to now begin to relax. So I became involved with aromatherapy with an interest from my past, and I continue on with seeing the way it works, which works right away.
Can you give me a definition of aromatherapy exactly?
Yes. Well, aromatherapy is all around us, so it has different definitions depending on the level of work. We, as a general public, we know aromatherapy as being in shampoos. Aromatherapy could be a smell that we enjoy from before, so it works on smell recognition. So aromatherapy in itself is a broad term, and it could include synthetics and semi-synthetics. So it could include that magazine that we open, that we flip over the perfume, that for some of us it feels great, but those who have allergies and asthma cannot touch. That's also an aromatherapy. So aromatherapy could work for you or against you. Now, what I practice is phytoaromatherapy, which defines plant derivative essential oils, which are different from essential oils from tar and coal. So the same word can be used for both. So aromatics could come from tar and coal, or could come from organic, phytoplant. So my work is actually with plants, and I define it as phytoaromatherapy.
So this is that's the main difference. Now, What do you call aromatherapy? Would you call it as a part of alternative medicine?
It began to be called alternative, and then also it was called New Age. And we come to the point to realize that alternative is either or, which is not safe. Everything should complement modern medicine. And New Age, everybody has a different definition of New Age.
Yeah.
And some of the things that are New Age are pretty much very old. So New Age, nobody understands. Alternative is either or. So the word that is actually surfacing now is a complementing to modern medicine. We need modern medicine. We need to work in conjunction. We also need to choose what's the best antibiotics and have a choice. If eucalyptus and lavender has been shown to kill the streptococcus and pneumococcus bacteria in lab tests within 5 minutes, maybe that choice should be given to the medical doctor who practices it. Pharmacognosy, which is a study of medicinal plants and herbs and some insects, was a regular in the medical schools in the 50s, up to the 50s, and after that they were taken away. Which was the beginning of medicine as we know it right now. So therefore, in the medical community, there's very few, sadly, of medical practitioners, medical doctors that have knowledge of natural medicine. But if they had the degree before 1950, of course, they were taught that. Well, now we've seen a turnaround on that. We're getting back pharmacognosy into medical schools so they can have a wider knowledge of the medicine available to them. We have to realize that medicine as we know it right now, it began in the 1942, which was the first extraction of a tetracycline from the soils. And in 1947, it was the beginning of penicillin to be used in public. So that began the medicine as we know it now, from 47 to now. So it's only 50 years old. So just in time for us to observe the good things, the bad things, and to be able to determine which is the best non-toxic approach to the problem in front of us. Where an alternative practitioner like myself can benefit a medical practice is in working in conjunction with a doctor.
Miguel, what is the difference between aromatologist and aromatherapist?
Aromatherapy right now is at a moment of evolution. When we look at aromatherapy today, let's go back 30 years ago where a chiropractor was not licensed, an acupuncture was not licensed, a psychotherapist was not licensed, a marriage counselor was not licensed, and nutritionists were not licensed. All those became licensed from 30 years to now. They proved their value to the community, to humanity. Now they're doctors, and some of those take 6 years to have a degree and knowledge of. As we get involved with evolving aromatherapy as a licensing profession in the state of Florida, which is what I'm involved with in the educational system that is available at Miami Community College for certification, is actually a profession